In the very heart of Africa, nestled amidst the timeless landscapes of the Congo Basin, there's a creature whose mere mention sends shivers down the spines of the most intrepid explorers. It is a being of both fascination and fear, the elusive dingonek, often referred to as the jungle walrus. This enigmatic animal has been the subject of countless campfire tales, each adding a layer to the enigma that surrounds it. But today, we shift our focus from the creature to its representation. Hidden within the rugged terrain of the Western Cape in South Africa lies a remarkable piece of prehistoric art that has baffled archaeologists, historians, and cryptozoologists for decades. This cave painting, first brought to wider attention in 1930 through the publication Rock Paintings in South Africa by George William and Dorothea Bleek, depicts a strange creature that eerily matches descriptions of the legendary dingonek. Now, this isn't just another image in the vast gallery of indigenous rock art that chronicles the relationship between early humans and the wild world that surrounded them. No, this image, with its haunting details, seems to whisper tales of a time when Africa's wilderness was even more untamed than it is today. So let us embark on a journey back in time and unravel the mystery behind this cave painting and the creature it brings to life. Before we delve into the heart of the matter, let's take a moment to appreciate the origins of this captivating discovery. The image was first cataloged by the Bleeks, pioneers in the study of sand rock art and language. While their focus was largely anthropological, they made meticulous records of this unusual artwork, noting that it did not match depictions of any known animal, not a hippo, not a crocodile, not any creature commonly hunted or revered by the local peoples. Its odd morphology suggested that either the ancient artists had encountered something extraordinary, or that they were representing a mythological being with deep cultural significance. The timing of the discovery only added to the mystery. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, explorers and hunters traveling through East and Central Africa had begun reporting encounters with a strange, semi-aquatic beast. Descriptions varied slightly, but were broadly consistent. A creature about 12 feet long, with scales, a powerful tail, clawed limbs, and protruding tusks. Locals in the Congo, Uganda, and even Kenya referred to it by various names. But dingonek became the most common in Western literature, thanks in part to the accounts recorded by explorer John Alfred Jordan around 1907. John Alfred Jordan, a British explorer and colonial administrator, played a significant role in shaping the legend of the dingonek. During his travels along the Majori River in the Congo, now part of the Democratic Republic of the Congo, he came across a group of men who shared with him a story of a fearsome creature that inhabited the region's rivers. This creature, known locally as the dingonek, had reportedly killed one of their companions, and they had come to the riverbank to collect his body. According to Jordan, these men described the dingonek as a beast of immense size and ferocity, resembling a walrus with tusks, a huge head, and a body covered in thick skin like leather. It lived in caves under the river banks and was incredibly strong, capable of dragging a full-grown man underwater with ease. Jordan himself claimed to have seen tracks and other evidence of the creature's existence, although his descriptions of these encounters are somewhat vague and open to interpretation. He wrote of finding enormous footprints in the mud, some human-like and others more akin to those of a hippopotamus. These tracks, he said, were too large for any known animal in the area, and he believed they belonged to the elusive dingonek. Over the years, these stories and subsequent sightings have contributed to the growing mystique surrounding this enigmatic creature. But let's shift our focus to the painting itself. What does it tell us about this mysterious beast? Measuring approximately 1.8 meters in length, the painting dominates the rock surface with its bold design. At first glance, the image seems straightforward, a creature rendered in stark black pigment against a backdrop of earth tones. Yet upon closer examination, the details become both fascinating and perplexing. The creature itself is depicted with remarkable clarity, showcasing features that challenge conventional categorization. Its elongated body is adorned with what appear to be spots or perhaps scales. Its limbs, though stubby, suggest a surprising muscular definition, hinting at a semi-aquatic lifestyle. The tail, curling sharply upward, looks segmented and the tip curves like a barbed weapon. These details, seemingly arbitrary, echo elements of the dingonek folklore. But what about the figure above the strange creature? Commonly identified as a hippopotamus, it too is rendered with unusual detail, surrounded by radiant lines that seem to emanate from its form. This juxtaposition raises intriguing questions about the context of the painting. Was the dingonek seen as a rival or predator of more familiar animals? Was it a spiritual totem or a warning? Or perhaps it is a record of a real-world encounter immortalized by early humans who witnessed the beast firsthand. Adding another layer of complexity, the geographic discrepancy is also puzzling. The Western Cape, where the painting was found, lies far south of the Congo Basin, the supposed home of the dingonek. This raises to intriguing possibilities. Did the legend of this beast travel far and wide among indigenous communities across the continent? Or did similar creatures once roam a much larger range, perhaps during wetter climatic periods when river systems were more expansive? This leads us to a crucial question. Is the dingonek nothing more than a figment of overactive imaginations, a boogeyman of African folklore designed to keep children away from dangerous waters? Or does it point to the existence of a previously unknown or perhaps even an extinct species? The answer, as with many things that lurk in the shadowy realms of cryptozoology, is not simple. One camp argues that the painting is merely a symbolic representation, a stylized depiction of a more familiar animal like a crocodile or an eel, filtered through the symbolic lens of early hunter-gatherer societies. They suggest that the unusual features attributed to the dingonek are nothing more than artistic license, a way to imbue a mundane creature with mythical qualities. On the other hand, cryptozoologists see the specificity of the features, the tusks, the scales, the tail, as evidence that this was not a purely imaginative creation. They argue that the level of detail suggests the artist had either seen the creature in life or heard vivid descriptions from those who had. Perhaps the truth lies somewhere in between. The dingonek may not be a creature of pure myth, nor a wholly real animal. Perhaps it is a combination of both, a creature that once roamed Africa, real enough to leave behind tracks and body parts that inspired awe and terror in equal measure. Over time, the creature, real or imagined, became a symbol, taking on a life of its own in the oral traditions of different cultures. In the end, the cave painting serves as a tangible link to this mysterious past, a conversation piece between the modern world and the ancient one. As we continue to explore the mysteries of Africa's untamed wilderness, the dingonek reminds us that there are some things we may never fully understand. There are some creatures and some places that are best left shrouded in mystery, where the line between reality and folklore is as blurred as the footprints in the mud by the river's edge. And with that, our journey into the heart of Africa's mysteries comes to an end. If you found this exploration of the dingonek as fascinating as we did, we invite you to dive deeper into the world of cryptozoology with our other videos. And if you've encountered something strange and unexplained, we encourage you to share your story in the comments below. After all, the line between myth and reality is often thinner than we think, and your story could be the next chapter in an ancient tale.